Temporal Forces, maybe a sleeper set from the Scarlet and Violet era, a set with fantastic artworks, great cards, and we're going to discuss it in today's video.
So hot right now.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is VMatt. If you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and joining in all the fun we have here. We're going to be taking a look at some sealed product from Temporal Forces, and also we're going to take a look at the singles, the top 10 most expensive singles, and see how well they're performing right now on the market. Some of them are doing really well. Some of them are kind of surprising, and we'll discuss it in today's video. But first, before we take a look at the cards, we're going to take a look at the sealed product. Starting off here with the Iron Leaves Pokémon Center exclusive box right here. It is currently sitting at $84.15, and it's up by 18.20% over the last 3 months. And let's take a look at the 6-month chart here. You can see it's risen by 33.87%, and it really started to rise at middle of November, and it just started to push right there. And now, honestly, it's getting harder and harder to find these on eBay for under $100. Next is the Pokémon Center Temporal Forces Walking Wake ETB. This one is currently sitting at $84.26. It's up by 19.33% over the last 3 months. If you look at the 6-month trend, you can see it's up by 24.83%. And again, similar price movement around middle of November. It really started to push upwards, like a lot of sealed product as well. We're getting into a bit of a bull market right now, if you guys haven't figured that one out. So if you can find these at a good price, I would buy them now. Seriously, it's going to get harder and harder to find, especially anything Sword and Shield is going to get more and more difficult to find out there in the wild. Next up is the booster box for Temporal Forces. This one is actually up by 29.67% over the last 3 months, sitting at $134.58. If you look at the 6-month trend, you can see it's up by 23.70%, and it's actually started to decline a little bit since mid-November, which is interesting because the ETBs are doing the exact opposite. They're starting to go up in price since mid-November. So I don't know, it could be just a shift. I know a lot of people are speculating right now that the Pokemon Center ETBs are going to be more collectible or investable in the future compared to the booster boxes in the Sword and Shield era. Not the Sword and Shield, the Scarlet and Violet era. I don't know if that's going to be the case. It's going to be an interesting case study to look at, though, in a few years' time and see if that actually was the truth. Well, we'll have to look at that maybe in a future video way down the line. Now let's take a look at the top 10 most expensive Pokemon cards from the Scarlet and Violet Temporal Forces set, and we have a beautiful card with great artwork, great colors, Saucebuck right there. It's currently sitting at $18.36. It's up by 116.77% over the last 3 months. If you look at the 6-month trend, you can see it's up by 121.79%. Next on the list here is Iron Boulder EX. Love the artwork on this card as well. It's the colors, like the brightness, like the kind of neo-techno feel to these cards. It's up by 30.47% over the last 3 months, sitting at $22.18. If you look at the 6-month trend, you can see it's a bit of a V-shaped recovery here. Bottomed out in September at $16.68, and then it has been on the rise ever since. It's actually down, though, 3.45% over the last 6 months. Next card on the list is Bianca's Devotion. Love the colors on this one as well. Love the pastel colors. I love the light coming in from the window there. Just beautiful, very calming kind of card to look at as well. Now this supporter trainer is up by 31.17% over the last 3 months, sitting at $32.40. If you look at the 6-month trend, you can see it's up by 14.31%. Next card on the list is Ghastly, a beautiful illustration rare. I love this card. This is probably the illustration rare I want more than anything else. The fact, like, look at the card. Like, you have not only Ghastly there, you have Haunter as well. You got Gengar as well there. So you have the whole evolution lineup in this one card. Beautiful colors as well. Everything about this card is just incredible, and it's currently sitting at $33 right now for its near mint holo foil market price, up by 53.30% over the last 6 months. If you look, over the last 3 months, now we're looking at the 6-month trend, I should say. It's up by 26.63%. So it definitely did bottom out a little bit in September at $20.19, but has pretty much been on the rise ever since. Next up on the list is Morty's Conviction. Love this card. I love the big Gengar art right there in the card as well. Love it right in the forefront. You're getting more Gengar than you are Trainer, which is really interesting. This card is actually up by 6.05% over the last 3 months, sitting at $36.97. If you look at the 6-month trend, you can see it's down by 8.03%. To me, this might be the most shocking out of all the card prices for the top 10 singles. The fact that it's down with a card that features Gengar in general. Usually Gengar on any sort of card is a good sign, but I don't know, maybe it's just the market just doesn't like it as much as I thought it would. Maybe it's because there's a lot of attention being focused on other cards in the set, which is quite possible. Next up is Iron Leaves EX, a special illustration rare, the first special illustration rare, I believe, in this top 10. It's up by 13.48%. It's sitting at $38.40 over the last 3 months. But if you look at the 6-month trend, it's actually down by 6.57%, and it really cratered at the beginning of September and went all the way down to $29.68, but then has pretty much been on the rise ever since. Next card on the list is another special illustration rare. It's Gouging Fire EX with Entei in the artwork right there. It is currently up by 37.23% over the last 3 months, sitting at $51.35. If you look at the 6-month trend, you can see it's up by 31.10%, and it looks like it's bottomed out again in September at about $37.42, but has been on the rise ever since. Next up on the list is Walking Wake EX, the Suicune card. This one is up by 42.44% over the last 3 months, sitting at $66.49 for its market price. If you look at the 6-month trend, you can see that's up by 39.51%. Next up here, we have the beautiful Iron Crown EX, another banger of a card. Love the artwork on this. I love the silhouette of the moon in the background there. Just incredible artwork. I love the placement. Everything about it is just incredible. This card is up by 33.47% over the last 3 months, sitting at $75.33. If you look at the 6-month trend, you can see that's up by 34.80%. Not bad at all. And the number 1 card is Raging Bolt EX. Beautiful card here, and this is the Raikou of the Pokemon in this set. It is up by 60.58% over the last 3 months, sitting at $107.78. If you look at the 6-month trend, you can see it's up by 31.06%, and it really bottomed out at around September 10th to September 16th at $67.10, and has been on the rise ever since. Beautiful artwork on this card. Love the colors as well. Everything about this set I feel like is underrated, but let me know your thoughts about this set down below in the comment section. Let me know your favorite card in the set based on artwork, or maybe you play the game and there's a card in the set that you like for your deck. Let me know that as well down below in the comment section. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.